In a world where nuclear war has begun, vampires fought back in super real 3D.
Hello and welcome. What are you watching? Well, I don't officially know, but we'll find out over the course of time. Basically, I'm gonna kind of start documenting some of the stuff that I'm doing or interested in or checking out, exploring, learning about, just because I'm into a lot of stuff and I like going pretty deep down the rabbit hole with all those different things. I make videos, that's the main thing that I do. I own RoughCUT Productions here in Tallahassee, Florida. I do company branding, I do music videos. I do live events very rarely now. Most of it seems to be commercial work or music videos, but I still take on the occasional live event. I also am into a lot of other things. I used to be in Kill Clouseau, which was a band that we went pretty far. We spent a good decade hitting it pretty hard, and we got to record with the producers of Coheed and Cambria in Woodstock, New York at Applehead Recording, and that was a great experience. We did do 2 albums and an EP.
Is your mind shut? Section of what they deem is popular. Taking this to well for someone so strikingly. We're guilty of homicide.
When it comes to filming, I just fell in love with it, and basically some of the things that I want to go over with in kind of documenting this is explaining some of the things that attracted me to it, some of the pros and cons of running your own business in general, but also with production, like the rewards that you get out of it, but also the responsibility and the pressure cooker situations of being an artist for hire and having to consistently kick out content, and then if you do a great job, you raise the bar on yourself, and then having to keep doing that. Currently upcoming, I'm working on a music video now for the Maharaja Flamenco Trio, which I'm loving how the video is coming out. It's a really massive edit. And then also next week I'll be starting, well, I've already started pre-production, but we'll be going into production for Trans Am again. That's one of my clients is Trans Am Worldwide here in Tallahassee, Florida. They're the only place in the world making Trans Am still. So that is always exhilarating. Last year we had Burt Reynolds for the Bandit Signature Series Edition. This year they're going with the 2017 Trans Am that's built on the new platform, and there's some really neat things that I can't really reveal right now. But anyway, the bar is high, what I have to live up to for that, but it's always high on all these projects. And so I thought that maybe I would kind of share some of those experiences. If you're thinking about starting your own business of any kind, especially if it's in a service industry of creative design of any kind, whether it be graphic design, freelance work, I did that too. That's actually what I went to school for. I did not go to school for film production. I learned a lot online and trial and error, and picked up little things from people over the years, but ultimately it's kind of just the result of being addicted to something that you really love doing. So anyway, I'm way into nutrition. I like exploring stuff with nutrition. I like working out. I love martial arts. I've been doing different forms of martial arts since I was 16. For the past 5 or 6 years, it's primarily been me keeping it up on my own and exploring that. So I'm kind of going to talk about all that stuff. I'm interested in tech in general, science in general, health in general, and so I go far down these rabbit holes. And if you're interested in finding out what I'm figuring out, like I'll give you the fast track to some of the things that I am figuring out, learning, or exploring, because that is a big thing. I'm very into running tests and monitoring and seeing how that comes out. So you'll get some advice on editing software and techniques and filming ideas. So, and I'm around, I get to go on some pretty interesting experiences with people and different company owners, and I've learned a lot over this whole last 15 years has been between the music industry and then also the doing with the film production stuff. I mean, it's been pretty amazing. So I just feel like it's worth sharing. If you're interested in it, definitely check it out. I'll try to keep these episodes somewhat regular. Look for them, hopefully at least 1 a week, if not 2. Definitely, please, if you have specific questions, let me know what they are, because then I could make a little video about that. I could actually, I would love to answer some of those questions. I'm trying to keep the videos relatively short for now. Right now, I'm in such a busy editing mode that it's primarily going to be while I'm getting through the next edit and film production, but ideally, I'd like to see it grow into some other setups and actual interviews with some of the business owners and some of the different musicians that I've gotten to work with, and get, not just make like stock interviews. Like, it's not about, like, I really want to kind of discuss some real topics and kind of take the smoke and mirrors off of different things, so that way you can kind of know what the nitty gritty is about stuff. Those are the kinds of conversations I would like to instigate with musicians, company owners, and just potentially interesting people or people that are experts in the field of what I'm interested in learning more about. So let's have some fun with it.
Movie voice.